Hey guys, what is going on? In this video, I'll be doing an autofocus noise test with this little guy right here, and that's the Canon 50mm f1.8 STM lens. This is one of Canon's most popular lenses in their lineup. The reason why it's so popular is if you do some research online, a lot of people are going to recommend this be your first prime lens if you're just starting off in photography. The 50mm focal length is fantastic for portrait photography. And the f1.8 is great for that blurry, shallow background that everyone loves. Also, if you're shooting indoors or low light, the f1.8 is going to let a lot of light in, so it's going to be fantastic for that. Okay, so a little bit about the test. Going to do two parts. The first part being I'm going to record the audio just on the internal microphones of my Canon Rebel SL2. And then for the second part of the test, I will put a shotgun microphone on top of the camera. The one that I have is the BOYA BYMM1 shotgun microphone. Super basic option. You can find it on Amazon for only $50. Great for beginners. One more thing to note is that audio is going to be set to manual. It's not recommended going to automatic audio recording because it's going to pick up a lot of background sounds. So if you look at mine, it's going to be on manual and set right in the middle. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to pop this lens onto the camera and then we'll get right to the test. Okay, so this is actually set, everything's the same and I just changed the lens, and this is what 50mm does. It's going to be really zoomed in. So give me a sec, I'm just going to move this back and then we'll go from there. This is part one of the test. I'm just going to be recording on the onboard microphones of the Canon Rebel SL2. Okay, so that was part one. Okay, so now the microphone is mounted on top of the camera. We're going to do part two of the test now. Okay, so that was part two of the test with the microphone mounted on top of the camera. Okay, so for the third part of the test, I'm going to have the shotgun microphone, just the same one that I had in part two of the test, extended further, so closer to me and further away from the camera. And here's the test. Okay, that's it. Okay, so that concludes my autofocus noise test of the Canon 50mm f1.8 lens. I hope you got something out of that. Couple of closing remarks that I want to make about this lens is if you are researching online for your first lens to purchase, a lot of people are going to recommend this lens right here, and let me tell you, they are all correct. Everything about this lens is great for someone just learning photography. The price point is awesome. Again, $150 off Amazon. The 50mm is great for portraits, and the f1.8, it's just going to give you that nice blurry background. It's really a great learning lens, and it's going to teach you so much more than the kit lens is going to teach you. Being able to play around with that f1.8 aperture is it's great. It's going to teach you a lot. Another note is that this is a great kind of stepping stone lens to kind of practice, try to figure out what type of photography that you want to get into, whether it's landscape photography, street, or maybe even portrait photography. And this is going to help you make up your mind whether you want to get more expensive glass, like for instance, the Canon 50mm f1.4, or maybe even the 1.2, which goes up to thousands of dollars. So this is really going to help you make up your mind before you blow that type of money and it's just $150. Okay, that's it. Have a great day.